Mhm. Going live. Live, yeah. I think I am now. Yeah, I guess I'm live now. Doo-doo. I was looking for my thing to plug in my other microphone, but I guess I'll just go off the microphone on the computer here. Let me check, make sure the sound is working. I guess I'm live. There, it is working. All right. So I'm going to share, we go over the postmarks dates. Got it. It's being live streamed. Oh, get
The Queen of Darkness.
The Queen of Darkness. I was watching this. I was listening to this podcast, or it's a story, CBS Radio Mystery Theater from I don't know, probably from the 30s or something. And this actress she's thinking she has in a dream, and she's invited to this country to pretend to be their queen and read something in a language she doesn't understand. That was probably something that led to her death or something. And she go there and she gives a speech, and she says, I'm going to do it in English. And the guy tried to stop her, and she's the queen, so she's like, seize that man. the one that brought her there to set her up and shit. And so I guess she turned the country around. Whatever. Pretty amazing. But she kept thinking she was having a dream that she was going to wake up from, like the chase. Are we ever going to wake up from this dream we're having about Forrest Fenn? So I get my todos. Probably won't have Paul Ammons joining in. He's in Barcelona. Yeah. It just kind of fills in the you know who the clowns are, right? The clowns, the alphabet company. My double blazer shirt, did my laundry, so I got my double blazer shirts again. I got like 4 or 5. Big nice. My doctor. And I'm going to keep. I got to turn my volume on that speaker to low so that it still continues to receive sound. Music library. And because if it does continuously have sound coming to it, it turns off.
Whoop that cow and the others. So it'll boot you all around the yard and drag your ass through the muck. Damn, you bothered me. Oh, leave a message, you silly ass bastard. Damn. Yo, what's up? Yo, I'm not home. I'm with my friends. You really got to get me? Try again. Now leave a message after the beep, and I'll try to get back to you. Maybe in a week.
Maybe in a week. I got to get my other thing on the screen so I see what I'm doing. Oh, I got to get this. And I got, probably won't hear that music, but I can hear it here. It's real low so that It does, so the speaker doesn't turn off. But it's playing as the stars up above. Why must I be a teenager in love? I'm not, obviously, either. So we're gonna go share the. I'm gonna go over these dates on the postmarks, and there. Now I can see this thing here, and the other thing is small, and I can see the chat now. Hey Zozo, hey Smoking Joe. But you see, on the inside cover, these ones that say IC, these ones here, those are inside cover postmarks. And really, a lot of the postmarks, the year is very hard to make out. Some of the dates or days are hard to make out, but I got them as close, best I could see them, you know. And so some of these dates might be, and some are 1800s dates, I think, were postmarks. It might have been some 1800, I don't know. But what was important was the day and the month, the month and the day. And so, like, on the inside cover, there most of the 1, 2, 3, 5 of them on the inside covers are also dates that are in other postmarks in the book. But 2 of them on the inside cover weren't. And one of them, the 113, I think it's 38, might be 33, I don't know. And 113, 33, that's a lot like mine. Because 313, 331, 58. 58's 13. 5 and 8 is 13. But yeah, so 113 on January 13th, Johnny Cash did his recording at Folsom Prison. So that's the important, that's a 113. That's the only thing I could find significant that happened on 113. On 9/16, on September 16th, the Mayflower departed from England. The American Legion was chartered in 1919, and King Charles V of France died in 1380 on January 13th. And then on September 2nd, there was the Great London Fire of 1666. I guess it's burned down a significant part of London, like the San Francisco fire and stuff. J.R. Tolkien died. You see, if they're in red, it's somebody that died or assassinated or things like that. So J.R. Tolkien died. Lord of the Rings died in 1973. Japan surrendered in 1945, September 2nd, 1945. And Ho Chi Minh declared Vietnam independent of France. So these are reasons. Why did he choose those dates? Huh. You know, but I got a stamp I'll show you here that's ablaze. These are postmarks. But there is a stamp I found that is very significant blaze on the stamp. Okay, and then on August 25th was the Normandy invasion in 1944. Ted Kennedy died in 2009 on August 25th. So there's a Kennedy death. And I didn't look at dates that were beyond when the book was printed, because there were some things, some people had died, like baseball players and stuff like that. John Birch on August 25th 1945 was killed by the Chinese. He's the John Birch Society is a society promotes freedom. They're freedom, constitutional freedom, and all that stuff. And on August 25th, George Wallace, who was shot, that's his birthday. It's George Wallace's birthday. And the National Park Service was created on August 25th, 1916. Yellowstone was created in a national park, but it was maintained by the Army and stuff. And in 1916, the National Park Service was officially created. And on page 34, there's the July 10th, and that's when Telstar was launched. I think Sputnik, it was probably in the 58, 59, 60, somewhere in there. The first telecommunications satellite. Wyoming got statehood in 1890 on July 10th, 1890. And W.R. Brookins became the first to fly an airplane at an altitude of 1 mile. First guy to fly an airplane over a mile high. Hey, Whoopi, let me get the link too here for you. I don't know if I can while we'll get it up here in a minute. After I go through this list, and I'll put the link up. And we can go through the list again if somebody wants to talk about it. But I don't think there's anybody watching right now that gives a shit. Okay. And then 41038, or page 36, April 10th, The Great Gatsby was published in 1925. Emiliano Zapata was killed in 1919. Is somebody in Mexico, but Zapata is the waterfall up here, Zapata Falls. And also Zapata Oil Company was a Shell oil company owned by the Bushes that was involved in the what's his name? The guy that shot Reagan, his father was the CFO of Zapata Oil Company. And so Zapata is, and it's tied to Kennedy and stuff too. It's tied to the Bushes and Reagan getting shot. Bush, yeah. What are the chances? Bush is running an oil company, a Shell oil company, that's laundering money for him. And that guy's kid, the financial guy for your company, tries to shoot the president so that the guy that owns the oil company vice president can be president. Boom. Strange that they would even use an employee's kid for that. And the RMS Titanic disembarked on April 10th, 1912. And in 1633, on April 10th, was the first time that you were able to buy bananas in England. There you go, Mario. Take that banana and run with it. And then we have October 18th. 33 is the postmark, but in October 18th, 1967, that's got to be 1867. I got it wrong on here. 1867, Alaska was purchased. It was, and October 10th, or October 18th, 1939 was Lee Harvey Oswald's birthday. It was the date, October 18th, 1931, Al Capone was convicted. And also in 1931, the same day Al Capone was convicted, Thomas Edison died. And Moby Dick was released on October 18th, 1851. Oh, that page 44, postmark is 7330. Back to the Future was released. The movie was released on July 3rd. What was it? Whatever year, 70, 81 or whatever back then. And July 3rd, I forgot to put the year. See, I got the year on most of them. Jim Morrison died July 3rd, 1971, and it's Tom Cruise's birthday. And Washington took command of the Continental Army on July 3rd, 1776. They got July 13th of, I think it's a 93 postmark, or maybe it's a 33, I don't know. But July 13th, 1942 is Harrison Ford's birthday. And John Paul Marsat assassinated, that's something in France, in 1794 as part of the French Revolution and stuff, I believe. And the Northwest Territory, which included Wyoming, Montana, parts of Colorado, was the Northwest Territory, was established in 1787 on July 13th. And then he has on page 51, page 51 is June 5th, 1933. Okay, June 5th, 1968, Robert F. Kennedy was assassinated. In World War II, they invaded Rome on June 5th, probably 1945, 1944, 45, probably, when the invasions were taking place. And on June 5th, also, Ronald Reagan died, 2004. And my grandmother died in 2004, too, about the same time. She was 94. And I think Reagan was 93 or something. And the Six-Day War began June 5th, 1967. Here we go. On May 23rd, 33 he has here, but 1 year later, May 23rd, 1934, Bonnie and Clyde were killed. There you have double omegas. Two people met their end. Oh, don't groan at me, Jack. Chilly. When it gets below 70, it's maybe 70 up here at face level, but at the floor, it's in the low 60s. So yeah, Bonnie and Clyde killed May 25th, 1934. Heinrich Himmler committed suicide in 1945. He was given, that's the guy that Forrest Fenn spoke with his wife. So Heinrich Himmler's death was somewhat important to Forrest Fenn's stories. And the good one, John D. Rockefeller died 1937. Damn globalists. Good riddance, John. Okay, then September 20th, 1945, Oh yeah, it is September. The only thing I find that was significant on September 20th was the battle of the sexes between Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs. But Forrest did know Bill Riggs, right? So is Bobby Riggs related to Bill Riggs? Yeah, hang on one second. I gotta. When you open the book, there are seven seals. The seventh seal uses seven angelic trumpeters and judgments, and yeah, there's the seven. That's why I have the seven bookmarks or postmarks on inside. And it's not just that on the inside covers. You got the bullet. You got the car, the airplane that had the bullet through the gas tank. The bullet car has the bullet through the gas tank, just like the airplane that's grounded there. That dropped the anchor, the tail hook that grabbed the anchor chain. This is what the anchor means. It's nothing about frickin' Street's ass. I let dumb dog out. Okay, so is Bobby Riggs related to Bill Riggs? And Bill Riggs in Once Upon a While is on page 87. And what do you see when you're going down the highway and you see the big 87 on the billboard? What does it say? 87 lumber in the wood. So, oh, and that's Bill Griggs, not Bill Riggs. Oh, okay, yeah. So, but it's still Bill G on page 87. Okay, and for August 8th, the big thing on August 8th was Nixon resigned in 1974. August 8th, 1974. And you see the postmark is 47. So you reverse the 4 and the 7, you get 74. August 8th, 74, not 47. Because Forrest Fenn has been described in articles as a Kennedy, Johnson, or as a Johnson and Nixon Connolly confidant. And so I think more likely Forrest is tied in with something with Watergate or something, or Nixon and all that stuff. And Connolly was tied in with Nixon and things. Okay, and then he has the postmark on page 68 is September 7th. That's National Grandma Moses Day, Grandma Moses' birthday. She was a friend of Eric Sloan's, lived across the river. And one of them was in Vermont and the other was in New York, up near Burlington. They were just opposite sides of the Champlain River, or up by Lake Champlain, top end of it's not the name of the river. I can't remember the name of it. Okay, and also on September 7th, 1920, the first Miss America, Margaret Gorman, was crowned. Isn't that cool? The first Miss America was a Gorman. And on September 7th, 1996, Tupac was shot and killed. Okay. And the 12/27, 31, the postmark's 31, but that, you see, that's not the year he got married, but that's his anniversary. His and Peggy anniversary is December 27th. And you see the 31 on the postmark doesn't match when he married Peggy. And it's the date that Benazir Bhutto was assassinated in Pakistan. She was the Pakistani leader that was bombed Okay. And 4/28/74 postmark. That might be closer to 47. See, 45. 1945, Benito Mussolini executed on April 28th. It's on page 108. And the Japanese occupation ended in 1952 on April 28th. Billy the Kid escaped in 1881 on April 28th. And the Mutiny on the Bounty in 1789 was on April 28th. Okay. And 1010, not only 1010 is a CB, no, that's 20 is your location. I think 1010 is like be right back or something. 10-4 is I received. I don't remember what 1010 is. Okay, but 1010 on October 10th, 1845, Annapolis was founded. October 10th, 1985, Orson Welles died. War of the Worlds. And Spiro Agnew in 1973 resigned on October 10th. James Dean died 1956, October 10th. And the movie From Russia with Love was released. Because Forrest has these ties with Russia. So when you're looking at the dates and something with Russia, somebody dying, things like that, you know, Harrison Ford's birthday was in one of them. Okay, and 11/7 30 and 11/7/30 on page 118 is the postmark. But 11/7/1980, Steve McQueen died. And in 1962, Eleanor Roosevelt died on November 7th. And we go July 23rd. Okay. On July 23rd, 42 was the postmark on page 120. But July 23rd, 1903, the first Ford was manufactured, came off the assembly line. The first Ford from Henry Ford. And it's the year that Forrest Fenn's father was born, the year the first Ford came out. Nope. Do you think the treasure trove is at San Lazaro? No, it's not at San Lazaro. I think San Lazaro might be one of the D's. The 4 D's at the end are deeds, but there's 25 D's in the poem. Are there 25 deeds or just the 4 deeds at the end? Because the 2 can keep a secret, if one of them are dead, ties to Benjamin Franklin's thumb portrait, and Benjamin Franklin saying 3 may keep a secret if 2 are dead. And there's a thumb portrait of Benjamin Franklin in Philadelphia, the thumb over Philadelphia, and Benjamin Franklin's thumb portrait. He's got his left thumb under his chin, and with his right hand, he's holding one of Alexander's deeds. A deed is good you do for others, you know? And yeah, you can't deny that that's part of Forrest Fenn's solution, doing good deeds. Uh-huh. And then July 5th, 33, okay, Ted Williams died in 2002 on July 5th. Now, Ted Williams, because he's baseball, and it ties with Dizzy Dean and Babe Ruth and that, because really sometimes The names he mentioned are just hints to other people or other things that are similar. Because if he said exactly something, then it wasn't subtle. It had to hint of the other thing. Let's see if what happens when I do this. Jump off. Okay. Okay, and then 8/15/05. Now, I don't know if that's 2005 or 1905, but anyhow, on August 15th, 1969 was Woodstock. August 15th, 1979, Apocalypse Now was released. And August 15th, 1935, Will Rogers died in a plane crash. The Panama Canal was completed in 1914 on August 15th. It's probably, that's just a ceremony day, right? They probably still working on it after that. It was probably good enough to open before that. And Napoleon died on August 15th, 1821. So just screenshot that. You can check those dates for yourself. I'm gonna get out of the screen share. Oh, yeah, I'll get out of screen share. And I'll show you this other blaze that I found. I get it on the screen first. Oh. Open the files and it pops up right over my Zoom window. There. Boom. That's good size. Now I go to screen share. Now, share. Right here. And it's got a postmark, of course. First day of issue for this postage stamp, May 29th, 1964. Boston, Massachusetts, because that's where Kennedy's from. And the stamp, and the glow from that fire can truly light the world. 1970 to 1963, John Fitzgerald Kennedy. And what's it got? It's got the blaze on a postage stamp. The glow from that fire can truly light the world. So it's JFK's blaze. Now I'm gonna, yeah. Participants, copy invite link, go to YouTube, paste there, and then I pin it. Ooh. Oh, nothing in my cup. I don't even have my coffee warming up. I gotta warm my coffee. Warm it on my. I've been warming my coffee on my heater, but I didn't realize the heat coming up under the coffee pot was diverted to the back of the heater and started melting the handle. So, I was gonna draw a tattoo on my ass and moon y'all, but and then Street's trying to. It was Paul Ammons that brought up the street and the butt plug, and I'm blamed for it. You know, Paul, it's okay to cross the street. You're right. You go with okay. I gotta get my other screen going here. Oop, oop, there. Oh, I gotta get my participants window up, so I know if somebody's trying to join. And I gotta move my chat over to my other screen. Oop, over here. Chat. Yeah, this is supposed to be wild background, man. You know why the background's wild? That's what happens when your thought is dictated by one of these things. And I found out it doesn't take much of one of those to give you full effect. I mean, you know, and if it's like, if half a gram does what 2 grams does, then you don't need 2 grams. You know? So, oh, you might. I said, no, I want to feel it. I don't want to micro feel it. I want to be in. Hey, MJ. Yeah, some say I'm wild too. They say I'm a little fuzzy, aren't I? I got a little, you know, I got a little fuzzy here today. Yeah. Dancing with the Stars. Okay. How come you ain't been shaving? I got to play my part, right? How can I be Moses without a beard? But I'm not wearing the falling down glasses, you see. These turn into sunglasses out in the sun. They turn brown. But yeah, I don't mind a little bit of color in my glasses. They're golden, red and gold, but on the inside it's all gold. There's just some red on the trim. That makes it easy to identify those. Yeah, those mine in their prescription. Yeah, I have the stick. And one of the dates was there was something about the speak softly but carry a big stick was Theodore Roosevelt. And that was one of the dates that was released on one of the dates of the postage stamps, was to speak softly and carry a big stick. Now he has, you know, because one of the dates refers to Eleanor Roosevelt, I believe, and then that one may be tied to Teddy Roosevelt, and you know, some people they dump their famous name so nobody will recognize them as part of the family. I don't know. But I seen that one person putting a picture of Skippy and saying that's tied to Officer Reynolds of the Dallas Police in an interview, the Grassy Knoll interview. You know, and because it looks like Skippy, but I don't remember Skippy ever going by the name Reynolds. Reynolds was the name of that officer in the interview. And I think the guy actually died, you know, maybe you gotta look at the date that guy died and the date Skippy died. And like I watched a video about the French Foreign Legion. If you can speak French and you go to France and try to join the French Foreign Legion, they change your identity, give you a new identity and a new country of origin and everything. These people are running around with fake identities from the French Foreign Legion. It was shot. Somebody put that hole in it with a bullet. That's an exit hole. The entry hole's like a 38 or something, or 38 or 45 or something. But when it came out the other side, it blew out like it was a 50 caliber. And it's a blowout just like on his hat mildew. The bullet hole in the car matches the bullet hole in the hat. Look up. We all just frogs, like I burped, yeah. Giant shoebox with holes in the top. Yeah, Paul, how's Spain going there, Paul? I bet it's got to be midnight or so, after midnight in Spain right now, or Catalonia. I think he's up in Barcelona. The band Strive, the music that I have, my theme music is from a band in Barcelona called Strive. So if you can catch the band Strive, you're in for a treat, Paul. You're your big stick. Anyway, yes. Usually people that carry a big stick usually don't talk about it. Don't have to. If they're talking about it, they don't have a big stick. Oh. So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't have a list. I had that thing prepared with all them dates from them, because it showed, guys, those are dates that a lot of people were assassinated and things like that, you know. Does anybody know? Even Kennedy was killed on the 22nd. The 2-2 is important to Forrest. Twos, things he says twice. Sun is, I gotta put my head down low to see out the top of the windshield up front there. Sun's coming, getting ready to set. Oh. Can't wait. Oh. I'm supposed to get hopefully getting a steroid injection on my neck when I go in Wednesday. If they, oh, you're gonna have to come back for it. I was like, oh, you mother buggers. It's like it's like 250 miles each way up there. Yeah, so it's like a 500-mile round trip. And to go up to talk to say, oh yeah, we'll set you up. I said, be prepared to give me the shot when I come up there. Don't have me make 2 trips for it. You know, if you just want to talk to me, do it over the phone. Yeah, my neck is, it's like, there's all kinds, it's like sand in there. 11/22, yeah. Yeah, that's the day Kennedy was killed. And 22 is 2 11s. So, and 1111 is angel numbers, you know. 22 is just double that. Like 33, 11, 22, 33 are important. And I got 33 in my birthday. 331, you know, it's 33. The month 3 and the day 3, 1. 3 is divine, the Trinity, and 1 is God. it's numeral. I can't help it. Those are the numbers I was given. You know, you can't go back and maybe Forrest Fenn went and changed his birthday. You know, was he really 90 or was he 81 or was he 97? Kennedy would have been 103 when Forrest died. He was born in 17. It was Friday. Maybe I can get this link over to, let me see. See if I can get a guest in here. Probably not getting an answer because he's watching the video. Yeah, he's not. Hey, you gonna come join my stream? I'm live on YouTube. I got the link on the chat. Huh? Yeah, if you want to come join in. I don't have you on speaker. I got the phone up my head. I rarely do that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Try and find another soldier. Huh. I'm having one of them Timothy Leary evenings, like. Oh. Okay, well, I'll let you go get back to my stream. If you want to come join the stream, come join it. But I'm not gonna sit here and talk on the phone where they hear half the conversation. Okay. Yep. There. Yeah. Why is it the people that back you won't do it in public? They refuse. Yeah, I don't think K-Pro will call in. There's the link at the top. Anybody who wants to join in, you know, because if somebody doesn't, I'm not going to sit here and rattle off to myself and give y'all something to laugh at. I went over what I did the video for, and you know, if nobody wants to come in with the string, you know, like I said, I'll find a soldier, somebody who's not afraid to join me in my fight. You know, stout-hearted men who aren't afraid to stand up and fight for what's right. They are not there. They used to be in Forrest Fenn's day and stuff. But anymore, it's a bunch of self-righteous we back you in the background, but we're not going to back you up front. You know? Yeah. Oh, it's coming out real shitty on my YouTube. Zoom makes sure it's horrid. Zoom. Okay, well, I'm going to end this. I ain't got nobody coming in to talk. Yeah. Nobody coming in to share and be part of the conversation. So good night. I went over the